It's time now for the Perry Channel 11 o'clock news for this Friday night, January 16th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here now. Your 11 o'clock news headlines here on our top story at 11 o'clock. Here is Hazel Park, Michigan nurses April DeBrow and Jane Mouse just wanted to adopt each other's children as today that battle landed them in America's history books in the U.S. Republican presidential candidates, former Pennsylvania Senator Rick Santorum, former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney, and former House Speaker Newt Gingrich and Representative Ron Paul, Republican Texas, participated in a Republican presidential candidate debate in South Carolina. The two teenage sweethearts who have blazed a trail of crime across the South Lane in their path of string of stolen vehicles and pilfered checks, prompted references to the famous Bonnie and Clyde that have been spotted in Florida, according to published source. Planet Earth has set an anomalous record last year as global temperature rose to the highest level since modern measurements began, scientists said Friday in a report that heightened concerns about humanity growing total to natural systems and sustained life. This year's flu vaccine is a remarkably poor match for the virus that's infecting most people that season, so doctors and public health experts are urging aggressive use of antiviral drugs to treat influenza, especially for the sickest and most vulnerable patients. President Obama vowed Friday to stop any attempt by Congress to ratchet up sanctions against Iran while the U.S. and partner countries negotiate over its nuclear program. Europe is on high alert following anti-terror raids and arrests of suspected militants of Islamic, as more than 20 people have been arrested in Belgium, France, and Germany, and Belgium has joined France in deploying troops alongside police. Pope Francis has held an open-air mass in the Philippine city of Tacloban, which was devastated by Typhoon Haiyan over a year ago. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry paid respect to both English and French on a Friday to victims of the last week's terrorist attacks in Paris in a show of American solidarity with American and the French people. Prosecutors at the International Criminal Court opened a preliminary examination on Friday of possible war crimes committed in the Palestinian territory as the first formal step that could lead to charges against Israelis. One of the three people charged with multiple felonies after a deadly Southside home explosion in 2012 is expected to plead guilty next week. In Oklahoma City, an Oklahoma inmate has been executed amid a legal challenge over if legal ejection began, complaining about the effects on his body before the drugs were administered prompted some to question whether he may have exaggerated. Weight on the world's safest investments, the Swiss bank swung wildly that a week after the central bank in Switzerland announced that it would be scrapping its policy of limited rise of currency. The slow pace of inflation means that Americans have seen less erosion of what their wages will buy, but also a warning sign that the economy remains far from good health. Lloyd Buckman Goldman Sachs reduced compensation to one of its lowest levels in years at light trading. The bank's main profit center forced the Wall Street powerhouse to pursue aggressive cost cutting. A 2-year-old Fox broadcast lawsuit over a Dish Network DVR service that lets its customers skip commercials, with streaming record television shows may not make it to the trial. Retail foreign exchange broker FX said, reeling after customers lost more than $200 million. Surge in Swiss bank will get a $300 million loan from Lakudiak North Shore Corporation to keep operation, the company said. Bill Cosby's lawyer said it was documentation that proves that Cosby was in New York, not Los Angeles, or mentioned a date when his latest accuser says he assaulted her. Elon Musk's plan for satellite internet has been more ambitious than originally thought. At the SpaceX event in Seattle on Friday, the Tesla CEO told Bloomberg Business Week that his named space internet venture could last one-day stretch all the way into Mars. The device runs on 1 billion of the electric current needed to power a hairdryer, as Price-sized laser step forward for quantum computing. In Geneva, healthcare is collapsing after 9 months of conflict in Eastern Ukraine. Water. Lack of medicines and vaccines put people at growing risk from diseases such as polio, measles, and tuberculosis, the World Health Organization said. And it warned. It's long been thought that having a small tipple before bed will help you nod off. Contrary to popular belief, sipping out of your favorite liquor before bedtime will significantly disrupt sleep patterns, according to new research. In Shanghai, 2 people in China's coastal Fujian province had died of age 7 and 9. Avian flu, the state-run Xinhua news agency reported, quoted local health officials. The Maestro rechargeable system is the pacemaker component that sends electric pulses to the vagus nerve. It nerve access from your brain to your stomach. And we got, take a look at New England Insulators. That loader put a bus to the fire department campaign machine that Terminal B. Hit fire with dry kept signatures BFT staging. Peter Childers have Load 5. Time now for a little travel report here on this late Friday night here at 93 South up in New Hampshire here. We got an accident in Londonderry, so expect some delays around New Hampshire here. And we got mass parking in eastbound side slope from the Ulster Bridge tolls down for Boston University and mass parking westbound side slope for after you get off the Prude Tunnel, stretch it out to the Ulster Bridge tolls. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute here on this late Friday night here as we take a look at our weather situation here. And current conditions in North Massachusetts, 19 degrees on temperature with a humidity of 36%, wind speed northwest by 8 gusts at 17 miles per hour. Barometer 30.08 inches, 2.4 degrees below zero, visibly 10 miles, and a wind chill about 9 above zero. Okay, let's take a look at our current conditions around region here. It's 15 degrees on temperature now in Fitchburg, 15 in Bedford, 18 in Boston, 16 in Beverly and Gloucester, 12 in Worcester, 14 in Sturbridge, 17 in Worcester, 18 in Milford and Norwood, it's 21 in Tottenham, New Bedford and Plymouth and Provincetown, 19 in Falmouth, 23 in Chatham, it's 22 in Martha's Vineyard, 25 in Cape Cod Bay, 24 in Nantucket, it's 21 in Block Island, 20 in Westerly, 23 in New York and it's in Long Island Sound, and then Montauk, 21 in Bridgeport, 20 in New Haven, it's 18 in Denver, 16 in Waterbury, 16 in Meriden, 17 in Hartford, 17 in Winslow, 15 in Springfield, 12 in Amherst, 14 in Greenfield, 12 in Athol, Massachusetts, 8 above. In Pittsfield, Massachusetts, 10 above. In North Adams, Massachusetts, it's 11 in Albany, New York. It's 9 in Stuart Springs. That's 5 in Rutland, Vermont. 1 above in Bennington, 7 above in Brattleboro, Vermont. It's 9 in Lebanon, New Hampshire. 7 above in Laconia. 10 in Keenan, Concord, New Hampshire. 9 in Chaffey, New Hampshire. 11 in Manchester, New Hampshire. 15 in Nashville and Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And 11 up in Portland, Maine. Here. Take a look at the service map. So a warm front off the northwestern California coastline. You got a cold front from east central Canada stretched up in Nevada, eastern Idaho, up in the Montana, and out for southern Saskatchewan. We got a warm front from eastern Saskatchewan, stretching it in, merging with a station front from the Dakotas, stretching it down for Nebraska, down from Missouri, down for Tennessee, and a cold front from the Virginias out to sea. Get a photograph from western South Dakota, stretching western Nevada, down for western Kansas, Oklahoma, and down for western Texas here. And we got high pressure western Idaho and central Alabama here, and we got a high pressure ridge covering much of the eastern Great Lakes and in western New York around the Buffalo area here. 20 degrees that temperature right out here in Detroit. It's 24 in Pittsburgh, 38 out in Washington, D.C. It's 42 in Atlanta, 61 in Miami, Florida, 47 in Brownsville, Texas, 48 in Dallas, Texas, 47 in Kansas City, 44 Omaha, Nebraska. It's 28 out in Minneapolis, St. Paul, Chicago, Illinois. It's 35 Great Falls, Montana, 47 in Seattle, 57 in San Francisco, 59 in Los Angeles. It's 53 in Las Vegas, 36 in Salt Lake City, 50 in Denver, 61 in Phoenix, and 37 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here, let's take a look at our radar situation here on this late Friday night here. And show some spotty snow shots off the Nantucket and off the Cape and the Islands here. And we'll see some snow showers in eastern Quebec, central and eastern portions of Nova Scotia, and some sleet showers in eastern Dakotas, and some rain showers in west central portions of South Dakota, and rain and snow showers in eastern portions of Wyoming later, snow showers in west central portions of Wyoming and down for northeastern Idaho here. Rain, sleet, and snow showers in the north central portions of Montana, and some snow showers in northeastern Montana, down for south central and east central portions of Saskatchewan and west central portions of Manitoba and Ontario, and some snow showers by northwestern portions of Utah. Rain showers in northwestern California and for southwestern portions of Oregon. And here, take a look at our satellite loop here, and it shows Line of clouds coming in much, patchy clouds coming in much of the northeastern part of the country. Line of clouds coming in much of the Gulf states, starting from Texas and out to western Mexico. Got a photobout from northern California and Nevada and stretch it up to the southwest of Idaho, down for Oregon and out to sea. Line of clouds coming from Utah, Colorado, stretch to the central and the northern plains down for western Minnesota and up in Wyoming and Montana. Line of clouds coming from up to bridge coming down for western Alberta. Line of clouds from north central Alberta and coming to much of Canada air. Okay, take a look at a forecast discussion around the region here. And it shows heavy rain for parts of the Pacific Northwest and heavy snow for the northern Washington Cascades. Temperatures will be 10 to 20 degrees above average over parts of the northern and central plains and upper middle of the Mississippi Valley. Front over the northern Rockies high plains will move eastward to the lower Great Lakes to the Tennessee Valley by Sunday. The system will produce areas of snow over parts of the northern Rockies high plains that will retreat to the upper Mississippi Valley, upper Great Lakes by Saturday morning here. The light snow will continue over the upper Great Lakes by Saturday evening. High pressure over the Great Lakes will move off the Atlantic coast by Saturday evening. The circulation around the high will aid in streaming moisture off the Atlantic to the southeast, producing light rain along the southeast coast on Saturday afternoon and evening and Sunday. Moisture will affect the front just west of the Appalachians by Sunday morning, where the added moisture and the light snow over the upper Great Lakes will expand into the parts of the lower Great Lakes by Sunday. Rain will develop over the parts of the east to Noir Valley into the central Appalachians also on Sunday. In addition, the moisture moving onshore over the southeast middle along with upper level jet sediments will produce light to moderate rain along the middle southeast coast, likewise on Sunday morning. Furthermore, a weak disturbance over the eastern Gulf of Mexico will aid in producing light rain along parts of the west coast of Florida. Meanwhile, multiple fronts will move into the Pacific Northwest with a more dominant boundary moving onshore over the Northwest by Sunday morning, as a plume of Pacific moisture will also come onshore over the west coast by Sunday. The complex system will produce light to moderate rain along parts of the Northern California and Pacific Northwest coast from late Friday night into Sunday. As the moisture at the upper level energy moves inland, moderate snow will develop over the parts of the northern intermountain region into parts of the northern High Plains on Saturday afternoon into Sunday. As additionally, the snow will extend into parts of the Washington Cascades Saturday evening into Sunday. Here. And take a look at the forecast succession around the region here. Gusty northwest winds will lead to very cold wind chills tonight. The cold weather continues Saturday, but no precipitation is anticipated until Sunday, as low pressure will bring mainly rain later Sunday, especially Sunday night, when it may be heavy at times. As dry and blustery weather follows Monday, another low pressure system may bring a period of rain and snow Tuesday night and Wednesday. Depending on the tracks close enough to our region, mainly dry and seasonally chilly weather follows Thursday and Friday. Gusty northwest winds continue with inland gusts of 20 to 30 miles per hour, and gusts just offshore winds above U.S. measure 36 knots at 5,000 feet. AGL with 25 to 30 knots below that level. Expect gusty northwest winds to continue overnight with a diminishing trend after midnight. Very dry air mass on the surface and surface dew points at 10 p.m. were mostly single numbers below zero. Expect mostly clear skies throughout the night, as we continue to expect minimum temperatures in the single numbers below zero. Northwest Massachusetts, where winds diminish soonest and teens across the islands based on the current surface cooling rate of 1 Celsius per hour at Nantucket, and projected wind chill values still look around 15 degrees Fahrenheit below interior Massachusetts, with the best chance across the Franklin and northwestern counties. It's less coming in along the Connecticut border. Wind chill advisory continues for this region here. And we're going to take a look at tomorrow's highs here. We are going to experience a sunny day, but it is going to be a cold one in store here. As we're going to experience temperatures in the 20s for much of southern New England and air and southeastern Albany, from Albany in New York State down to New York State, and northern New Jersey and on Long Island, and while we're going to experience temperatures in the teens from much of northern New England there and up in upstate New York, and some spots in the Berkshires could see the teens there, and some parts of Worcester County could see temperatures in the teens there. Okay, let's take a look. Day 1 tonight has, however, not expected time, and Sunday night. A period of heavy rain may result in typical nuisance pour drainage, street flooding in late Sunday and Sunday night. However, no significant flood issue expected. And Tuesday and Wednesday, a period of accumulated snow is possible depending on the track for the next low pressure system. However, if the low pressure is too far south, we may stay dry. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For clear skies, in New York, Idaho, stand below around 4 degrees. Wind chill value as low as 6 below. Northwest at 711 miles per gust size, 22 miles per hour. For Saturday, set skies about 22 degrees. Wind chill values as low as 6 below. Northwest at 5 to 7 miles per hour with light and variable winds in the afternoon. For Saturday night, increased clouds with a temperature falling rate of 19 by 9 p.m. and rise around 35 during the remainder of the night. It's upwind about 3 to 5 miles per hour to 6 miles per hour. For Sunday, rain mid afternoon. The rain can be at every time. High near 45 degrees. Upwind about 7 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 8%. New Pacific miles between 10 and a quarter inch possible. For Sunday night, rain may before 1 a.m. The rain can be at every time. Slower than 35 degrees. Winds becoming enough. Westbound 5 to 10 miles per hour. Midnight winds could gust up to 23 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 90%. For Martin Luther King Day, Park Center Podcast got about 40, low about 22 degrees. For Tuesday, South got about a chance of snow on Tuesday night, high about 35, low about 21 degrees. Here and a chance of precipitation to 30%. For Wednesday, most of the got about a chance of rain or snow. Most of the got about 34, low about 20 degrees. For Thursday, both sides of the podcast got about 32, low about 19 degrees. For Friday, both sides got about 31 degrees. 33 degrees. Painters, weather phase on the night. A dry and chilly Saturday in town, and a wet Sunday in town. P1C, have a good night. We'll get past today to see you tomorrow morning with a morning report. Good night. See you in the morning.